Up next, Gene talked on the panel about the Case Foundation's commitment to inclusive entrepreneurship. And inclusive entrepreneurship is important because the people who are solving problems faced by women, girls, underrepresented people need to be people who have personal experience with the problem. Or in a little shorter way to put it, President Obama said in Kenya, leaving women out of the economy is stupid. That's what he said. Lizzie's Creations really helps women and girls become drivers and producers of technology and not just consumers of technology created by guys. And we are excited to have him there. Best ovation of the day. We got halfway home. Let's give him a big...
Thank you very much. Good afternoon. You're all welcome. My name is Elizabeth. I am the founder and CEO of Lizzie's Creations. With me is my co-founder. His name is Dams. Okay. Throughout history, storytelling, kids and storytelling are really synonymous. Kids love stories. They always have. And stories used to be passed down orally. Then they were written down in books. But today the world has gone digital. And you really need to keep with the times or you get left in the dust. And that was why we came up. Okay, sorry. Parents with their busy schedules, they work long hours because they're trying to provide the best for their kids. And this leaves them with less time to spend sharing a story or two with the kids. And kids, by their very nature, don't like reading books. So what happens to these folk stories? AfroTales narrates traditional African folk stories to children in an episodic series that is interactive. This means it fuses the moral lessons of folk stories with its regular classroom lessons like numbering, lettering, numeracy, and etc. So our team is really small for now. We are bootstrapping. There is me, there is Dams, who is the programmer, and we also have a few more people. Our research numbers. Recent research puts Africa's smartphone penetration at about 107 million. Another survey also said about 4.9 million sub-Saharan homes with TV sets started receiving digital signals by the end of 2012. This number is expected to jump to about 49 million by the end of 2018. Our customer base for now is mobile, strictly mobile, but we hope to scale up to TV and radio broadcasts in a little while to reach a wider audience because we really, really need to keep this tradition of folk stories alive. So of course we have competitors. Everybody has competitors. Our greatest competitors for now are AfroTales and the Pearl Dream, but really none of them have really achieved as much as AfroTales has. In the 2 years since our debut, we've received tons of press coverage both on the continent and abroad, and we've also had a few thousand downloads across the various platforms that we have launched on. Money making. We are a social venture, but really we need to be self-sustainable. So we make money primarily from app sales and in-app ad placements for now. While with the increased success of subsequent episodes, we hope to explore merchandising and TV and radio ad broadcasts. Accomplishments. 2 months after launching our debut episode, we won an app developer contest. That was a really, really huge validation for us. And in the time since then, we've successfully gone multi-platform. We're currently working on an iOS version for the debut episode of AfroTales. While simultaneously also working on the second episode of AfroTales. And at the same time, we are being we're also working on the debut episode of our another product line titled Choices. It's an interactive novel that aims to educate women about certain societal ills and the choices they have in situations like that. Impact. A few months ago, we received a Facebook message from a man living in Seattle. He said he was Kenyan, but his children were born in the US. And trying to educate them about Africa has really been tough because there really isn't a lot to draw from. This is exactly the kind of impact we hope to keep making. Our 3-year target, we hope that by the end of 3 years, we should have launched a minimum of 6 episodes of AfroTales. That should be netting us around 1.2 million USD in app sales, radio and TV broadcasts, and we should also be making some additional money from merchandising and thank you very much.
A little bit about your background, kind of how you came up with the idea.
Okay, I grew up on folk stories. I loved folk stories growing up. I heard a lot of them from my aunties, and I think it developed my imagination. It made me more creative, and I learned a lot of lessons from folk stories because I had back then I had 2 working parents who were rarely at home, and I was left with nannies and aunties a lot. And sometimes these people really don't care about your moral upbringing, as in, they're not really invested in it. So you're left more or less on your own.
How do people find out about you? How do you market?
Really, I think right now we've really been riding a faith wave, I call it that, because the media coverage we received has been unprecedented, really. I wake up some mornings and I have about 5 different emails from 5 different people on 5 different blogs or websites saying they've heard about AfroTales, they've heard about Lizzie's Creations and what we are doing, and would I like to answer a few questions. So there's tons of media coverage. But the funny thing is we haven't really done any paid marketing for our debut episode. We've not done any paid marketing at all. That's why we need more money for growth and scalability.
Great, thanks.
So let's talk about the economics of this business. How much does it cost you to create an episode?
For now, we are bootstrapping. So our core team, it's me and family members. My co-founder is my husband. He's a programmer. And he also did the art for the debut episode. So we are really bootstrapping it for now. We are trying to keep costs low. Everything we've done, we've invested so far has been out of pocket.
Okay.
So we've really not...
And how long did it take to produce the episode?
How long it takes to produce an episode, because the team is really, really small right now. It takes upwards of 6 months.